What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Pygame tutorial video. In this video we're going to be building on what we started in the last one, and that is making these buttons in our game intro. So right now all we have are these rectangles that are filled in with the colors, and now we want to put text on the rectangles. So how might we do that? Well, I propose that we make another function that is basically a text to button function. And that function is going to allow us to put text in the location of whatever that button happens to be. So I'm just going to come down here and basically what I like to do a lot, I think we did it in one of the previous videos, but when I know I need to make a function for something, I try to work backwards. So how do I want that function to work? Well, I want that function to work the following way. So we would say text to button, and that's like the function name, right? And then what text do we want to go to that button? Play. What color do we want that text to be? Black. And then we specify the location of the button. So in our case, the location is basically 150, 500, 150. So I'll just copy that and paste that. Okay, so let's just say that that is pretty much how we want that function to work. So we want it to take the word play and make it black and put it in this location. So how might we do that? Well, let's go back up to the top, and we'll put it right underneath text objects. We'll just put it right here, and we're going to say define text to button, like that. And let me scroll down a little bit, and we've got our parameters. So if you recall, we had the message, whatever the message was, then we had color, and then we have basically the buttons X, Y, width, and height. So we've got button X, button Y, button width, and button height. And then actually we want another parameter, and that'll be like the size of the text. So for now we'll just make it a default of size equals small. That way, like if you had a huge button, you could specify a larger font size, but otherwise it'll just be small. So that's easy enough. The next thing we want to do is we basically do the same thing that we did here, right? Message to screen. So we'll come here and we'll just say text surf and then text rect, and that's going to equal text objects, and really that's all the same, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. I should have done that earlier. Objects, color, size, and then this part will change. This will be text rect dot center equals, and this center is going to be slightly different, but it's going to be basically button X plus button width divided by 2. That's going to be the X location of the center. And then button Y plus button height divided by 2. So this might be an area of confusion for some, so let me go ahead and, well, first of all, hold on. Yeah, okay. So the text rect.center is basically saying where is the center of the text rectangle. So you've got our button, right, and we want to center the text on that button. So how do we find the center of that button? Well, first you want to have the, like, say, button X, right, is that top left corner. So that's the button X. And then how do we find the center of that? Well, we find the center of that by saying, okay, well, we know what the button X is. We know how wide the button is. So then to find the center of it, it's just X plus half of the width. Boom, you have the center. Same thing with button height. So to find the Y center on the button, we take the button Y, and then we add the button height, so that much. But then we divide that much by 2, and then we find the center. And so that will be the center of our rectangle. And then finally we're just going to blit this, and we can do that with this line right here. So I'm just going to copy and paste that line. So game display.blit text surface text rectangle. And that will or should put the text to our button. So let's go ahead and test that really quick. There we go. So now you see we have play on the center of our button. So we can close out of this, and now we can go ahead and add the other phrases here. So we've got play. I'm just going to copy this, paste, play. We've got controls, and then we have quit. And then all of them are black, but then controls is this yellow one. So this is the location for controls. Paste, and then this will be the location for quit. Paste. Save and run it now. And now you can see that we've got, you know, play, controls, and quit. Obviously, the buttons still don't work. I mean, we can click the hell out of them, nothing happens. But we've got now some boxes, some words on them. They're starting to look like a button. So we still want to make them somewhat responsive to the mouse rolling over them. And then obviously they need to be clickable. So that's what we're going to be working on in the coming videos. So stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for watching.